Good morning, everybody. My name is Storie Grubb. I like to draw. Let's do this. I'm working on a commission for my friend, and he's in a band called Mantooth. And so there's an M with the sharp fang snaggletooth in it, because that's like their logo. So I'm just gonna add instruments and all sorts of chaos around it. It's gonna be a pretty big drawing, but I just realized I don't have to go super crazy because it's not like I'm not trying to. He's not paying me thousands of dollars. Sorry for that noise. That was the sound of my voice. This music, by the way, is my friend Sleepy Seahorse from Colorado, California. I don't even know where he lives. He lives in Colorado, Pueblo or some shit. I just discovered this album of his a few weeks ago. I was like, whoa, I've never even heard this one. I heard like one song off it. But it's actually pretty legit. His lyrics are so funny. He's like, sorry I ever wrote a song about you. And I'm sorry I ever wrote this one. I just caught that. They're so subtle. His little jabs. Just adding this little demon head. I'm basically just gonna fill in a bunch of stuff around the M. And I need to look up some of their songs or listen to some. Wonder if he would let me listen to his music. I'll write him today and ask him if I can listen to their music while I draw, copyright free or whatever. That way I don't get copy bitten by the powers that be. Biting. But their music is really cool. It's just straight up fucking rock and roll. I wonder if I could. I wonder if their stuff is copy. It's probably copywritten. A lot of the bands from Boise are. It's like you're not that big yet, guys. At least let the little people still listen to your stuff on YouTube. Jeez. Like all of my shit, I have tons of music on everywhere. I don't care if people listen to it or use it for their videos or whatever. They have a YouTube channel? Oh man, Tooth. See, it's crazy now that I've been like trying so hard to get followers and stuff because these guys deserve so many more subscriptions. I'm almost at 1,000, but I feel like I've worked really hard for it. I literally built a city. Like somebody suggested it one day. They're like, hey, I'll subscribe if you build a city. And I was like, and? By that afternoon, I had built Rome, you know. But by the next day, it was gone. So. But still, I got the subscription. I'm going to subscribe to his channel. Let's listen to a Mantooth song.
Mantooth.
It's called Gooseflesh. If they get copywritten, I don't care. This is who I'm doing this drawing for. That's a theremin if you didn't know. I think my friend directed this video. My old bassist. Or at least had a hand in it, I know he did. That sounds like Fugazi. The song is called Gooseflesh. God, it sounds really good too. This is a music video, actually. Sorry. I'm only gonna do one song because I don't know if it'll copyright me. Come on. Or playlists. Okay. Fuck it. Let's listen to an album. Golly, I have some talented friends. Golly gosh darn dang. Oh. So I'm trying to. He wanted something kind of. I don't know what John wanted. He was super vague. But he gave me two pictures of things to like work from. And there were two. There's one picture of him and mainly his face, all dressed up in his character. And then another artist's version of him. So I'm just gonna do like my own like collage of for him, like and let's look at some of his song lyrics and stuff, and try to dig some ideas out, connect them into this, and then I'm gonna roll it up, and then I'm gonna put it in a tube, and then we're all gonna go down to the ocean and we're gonna smoke it, preferably in that order. hmm Um, because art, smart, drugs, hugs. That's how the sayings go in public schools, anyways. I don't know where you guys went, but where I'm from, that's how we roll. And well, roll joints, anyways. We call it the Flipper Dipper. It wouldn't be anything without our friends down in the Flipper Islands on the Dipper, underneath the Big Dipper. It's weird. The only place on Earth where you look up in the sky and the Big Dipper is only like 5 feet away from your face. At all times, even during the day. It's very unnerving. especially when they start screaming and screeching and stuff like that. It's like, why are these like? Why is the Big Dipper? It's a whole nother discussion, friends. Just a whole nother discussion there that we don't have time for right now. But this is the constellation for John Mantooth. Jonathan Mantooth. The craziest motherfracker this side of the fracking Mississippi River. Wherever that fracking thing is. And if they're fracking it, I'm sorry, but they're just gonna ruin it. They're gonna make it bigger, angrier, and well, better. Improvement doesn't necessarily mean things will get better. They'll get better, and I didn't mean to say better. I said worse. It's a good thing nobody's listening. Otherwise, I'd be screwed. This is gonna be a trip. There's some amplifiers in here. I'll throw an amp over here. Big Marshall or something. Just so I know that there's an amp over there, a guitar down here. That's what I sort of do. I map it out with like images. And I love drawing like this instead of with the camera right in my stupid face. Because I like to do this a lot. I flip my drawings around. And I draw on them upside down, inside out, in water, out of water, preferably out of water. In water kind of is difficult. I have done it. That was another life. Another life. Quite like this one. Pretty much the same one, but it feels like another life. So it's really not another life, it just feels like one, really. And you know what they say? Crack your feelings, yeah. That's gonna be a cuss word pretty soon, huh? The 5-letter words. Oh, water. How dare you? That's a 5-letter word. Is that you, John? I don't know if John will even watch these, but I drew his little likeness up on top there. Little mascot. So, now you know, John. Alright. I've got to be shoving off. I gotta go take a shower, like massage my back or something. My back is killing me this morning. I was just like rubbing this knot on my back on the fridge door, and it works. It works so good. Like it actually felt really good. And then when I walked away, I was like, whoa! I actually think that helped. It, like worked it out a little bit, you know. So I'm gonna go back on the. Oh man, just have these like long strips of like. I wish I knew more about biology. I could learn. I guess it's like I can't learn, but you know the big strips that run along your spine on your back. It's like right below my shoulder blade. Oh, it is just. It's just being a darn brat this morning. And it sucks in my line of business because it's like I have to lift bags of dog food and stuff like that. I just gotta be a little more thoughtful. But I'm happy to be getting a good head start on this for John. His name is Jonathan Mantooth. From the jungles of Boise, Idaho. Mantooth. The band that could, or could not, depending on who's watching. That's exactly right. Don't know why I'm talking like this, but I am. And I appreciate your patience in this time of desperate attention-seeking cravilities. Cravings. Cravilities. I am crivilitatious, my friends. Chivalrous, crivilitatious, and I'm a word maker-upper. And I love it. I just absolutely love it. It's fascinating. Fascinating. Couldn't do that one. Didn't take. I think I was gonna mix fascinating with Fatima, but it just didn't work, did it? And I'm still drawing after I said I was gonna go. But I haven't even been on an hour. 7. So the clock says 7, that means it's 6 o'clock. I don't go up there, I dare not go up there and change the clock because there's a little spider that lives behind there. And I allow it to live because it kills the bugs that I don't like. So I can't change the time up there, otherwise I would disturb its little nest. That's why. Gosh, all these crazy questions coming in from BobTube. Hey guys on BobTube, chill out. The spider's gonna be okay. I mean, eventually we're all gonna be dust and ash, but you know, we're all gonna burn up into the sun. But still, it's just for now, that spider is just fine. Don't even worry about it, Peter.
We want to see the spider alive. Hand the phone over to the spider. Let it talk.
The spider is just doing just fine. You don't need to talk to the spider. You don't need to see the spider. As a matter of fact, that might harm the spider even more. All of a sudden, I'm talking like I'm from Georgia.
We don't care. We want to see the spider now. We just want to see it to make sure it's alive and safe and stuff.
But if, like I just said, if I show it to you, it's very possible that it's going to jump out and eat you alive.
We don't care. We would happily die for our cause.
But then why don't you?
Huh?
Why haven't you yet?
What do you mean?
Well, you said you would die for your cause. What's keeping you?
Oh, well, it's good. There's a new movie coming out next summer that we want to see. Also, new candy bars, I'm sure, coming out. Huh? It's just an expression.
Well, sure. And this is just an expression of my middle finger telling you to
What? No! What? We're gonna go burn down Stonehenge to prove that climate change exists.
Okay, good luck. You don't want to know what's under the ground there, do you? It's a lot more than those stones. Good luck burning down that thing. It just comes back, friends. I've tried. I have burnt down Stonehenge 3,000 times since its
Well, since this incarnation. You don't understand. We've been trying for years. It keeps coming back. It keeps coming back. Back in the day, it was made out of bone, and we called it Bonehenge. Imagine that. A bunch of bones sticking out of the ground in the shape of a henge. With little henge bunnies running around all over it. Little bony henge bunnies from hell. They're actually pretty cute. But they were from hell. Or Hades. That was just left of Gibraltar. It went under with Atlantis. That's why everybody thinks that hell is underground. That's why it's actually under the ocean. That's where the USOs come from. But don't let them know I told you. It's not worth it, friends. Cherish yourselves. Cherish your lives and your families and your time that you have left. Save yourselves. Okay. This drawing is looking pretty darn something like ink on a paper. Pretty close. It's coming together. Right now, under me. What's everybody doing for Halloween next year? I don't know what I'm gonna do. Thanks for asking. It's, Hey, Pastor. Nice to see you. What are you doing for Christmas, Halloween this year? Are you dressing up like a little angel, like a little death angel? That's funny thing too about those movies, those quiet movies and stuff, because those literally are, like, they call them death angels. I'm sure, fallen angels. I'm sure, like they're demons. I'm sure. They're just adorable little creatures that are trying to find food. What's wrong with that? Ain't no harm in that. I would happily lay down my life for those creatures. So they could eat, we must die. So they can eat, we must die. So they can eat, we must die. You know, like the nursery rhyme. We're listening to my friend Mantooth's music right now, who I'm doing this commission for. I'm probably going to get copywritten for this, so this won't probably be able to be published. Because I imagine they copyright their stuff. I hope they don't. I'm going to ask my friend Dustin if we can listen to the Guardians of Virginity. My old bassist he's in a band called the Guardians of Virginity. Their sticker is on my guitar. It's my claim to fame. Yeah, these guys are from Boise, Idaho. I thought I'd been on here a lot longer, so I was about ready to go, but it's only 6. I have to be in San Luis Obispo at 10 o'clock. My bosses are back today, and I'm really excited. I learned a lot while they were gone, but you know, that stupid mistake I made the other day, I'm still just so embarrassed, man. Because they potentially missed out on like hundreds of dollars of selling stuff, and I was so stupid. I didn't open the store on time. I forgot that I had to cover for an employee, and I'm just so scatterbrained, and I don't ever write anything down that I should. So now that's changing, because, you know, it's not the end of the world or anything, but I can never let that happen again. That was just so bad. I mean, it was basically like almost like a, what do you call it when you, no call, no show. That's basically what that fucking was. On my part, because I just didn't even know what, but that's like a no call, no show, but then the store doesn't get opened. So it was sitting there all morning until 2 o'clock in the freaking afternoon because of my dumb ass. And that's potentially like even $1,000 worth of merchandise they did. Because I got there at 2. From 2 to 6:30, I sold $1,700 worth of stuff by myself. So I mean, easily they could have missed out on that much in the beginning. And it makes me feel terrible. Mistakes happen, but yeah. I'm really, I told Chad too a few weeks ago, I'm like, I was raised just really, really hard, you know, like by my dad and stuff, and like to take work seriously, and at least like I feel like when I do that kind of stuff, or call it, or even call in sick, I'm letting like even if it's a bakery or something, I'm like letting the team down, you know. It's like
I don't know why that is so instilled in me. Because most people are just like, "Hey, I'm calling out sick tomorrow." Oh, okay. Have a good sick day off. But me, I'm just like, oh my god, dreading. Even if I am sick, I'm just like, oh no, I have to fucking tell them. And I know I'm sick, but I'm still gonna sound like I'm making it up or something. It's just like, it's like when I was a kid, I used to not do ever do my homework. I hated homework. I thought it was the stupidest thing. I think it's wrong that kids have to go home and do fucking homework. What's this? Um, and I was just, I don't know, maybe I was just like subconsciously just absolutely against it because I didn't do it. I really even like, yeah. I had things to do. I was always drawing and making my own things. Didn't have time for that crap. Outside of school, if they would have like actually been, if their structure would have been different, I probably would have been a better student. Because I was a horrible student because my attention span was like the size of a gnat, and even teachers would talk to my mom and my parents about it, but nobody would. I never was put on medicine or anything like that, or put on medicine. I was never put under medicine. And then obviously, you get older, you don't understand what's happening, so you just start self medicating, and that's what I did with alcohol for a long time until it nearly did me in. You gotta learn how to be your own hero from time to time, even if it's awkward. I forgot what I was even talking about, but yeah, I'm doing this commission for John, and some person last night. I was drawing on here, and some person's like, "Can you draw? I'll subscribe to your channel if you draw a vampire girl." I was just like, "Oh, that's so freaking weird and adorable." Like, no, I'm not gonna draw your little vampire girl. I don't do requests. It's like the weirdest thing. I know she's probably like 7 years old, but still, I probably hurt her feelings too. Because of that comment, I somehow ended up talking about like the New World Order and how Mars was gonna come and attack and all this shit. So I probably terrified the young person. She like opened a Pandora's box there. Can you draw a vampire girl? What's your name? Oh, but bye, Pastor. Hey, Gecko. How have you been? It's good to see you. I think Pastor's going to work. You guys make me want to visit Australia. I would probably have to dress accordingly though. I'd have to ask my dad if I can bring one of his Bowie knives. Because they are knives. They are knives. My dad makes knives, actually. Where are his knives? Oh, there's a knife right here. So my dad is a knife smith. And he can make swords and stuff too. If he had the right, he has made like huge ass swords and shit. He made this, I mean this sheath and everything from scratch. He like cut the leather and everything and did all the stuff. It's really hard to get this thing out, which is good. But he made this knife for me in 2010. And it's really nice. But I forget what it's called. Moroccan, like the style that you when you temper the when you temper the blade and to make it stronger. But it has these like cool ass ridges in the back, and they're all jagged. So whatever you're gonna rip into is just gonna cut it up. But then he always puts these things on the bottom, and he tells me if you're like holding the knife. Obviously it's for other things like hammering things, but also hitting somebody in the head. And he gives these to like soldiers and stuff like that, and they take them over to like Iraq and all over the world and stuff. But yeah, he made the handle and everything. So he can draw really well too, my dad. But this is obviously his big gift. But he has hundreds of knives, and he sells them, goes to like shows and stuff, and sells them. So before he was a sheriff, before my parents divorced, um, we lived in a little house in Colusa, California. It's a really teeny small town alongside the Sacramento River. 45 minutes south of Chico, where I grew up mainly. And in the house they divorced in, he had like a little shop. And it was just, I loved the smell of shops because my grandpa was a welder, and he was a maker, builder. And I love the smell of welding, like everything, anything about like when the sparks come off the welding machine, the smell it makes, just makes, it's like home to me. Probably the last person that looks like they could even saddle a horse, but or anything like that. But I was raised on ranches. I love horses. Mules are rad too. But yeah, just babbling. But yeah, he makes knives. He could have easily gone into a career. Like he had a friend in Hollywood actually that like worked on sets, and he had a friend that made the swords for Conan the Barbarian and shit. You know, my dad. Friends in low places, but he became a cop instead. He literally could have been working. Not that it's like that would have been like the greatest thing to make knives or swords for Hollywood, but he would have got. We all would have been, well off for it. I'm just saying because of all the politics attached to Hollywood that he probably would have gotten really good money, and then we could have just left. But I probably would have stayed in Hollywood because when I was a kid, I lived in Davis, and then which is just north of here, up by Sacramento. But then I moved up north more to Northern California to live with my dad when I was like in the 5th grade. And then eventually my mom and my stepdad moved up to Chico to be sort of like to be closer to us in a way. And I always regret that because I wish I would have stayed in Davis and stuck it out because I didn't like Charlie at the time. Charlie like hated us, and he was just such a dick to us as kids. And but now that I'm looking back, he was always just hella smart, and like he was just trying to like teach us how to like he was just trying to teach us stuff. And we were just my brother and I were very, very put off by him and just his style of teaching. But a few years later, of course, I was always trying to win his attention and stuff like that. But he's the one that introduced me to rock and roll. And I look back and my stepdad's the only freaking adult that ever told me that I just could do anything I wanted. Like, I would say I can't do something, and he'd be like, "Don't ever say that again. Don't ever say you can't do something." So he would like ream me in the right ways, you know what I mean? He would like encourage me, and like to this day, I still hear his voice in my head when I feel like I can't do something, Like he taught me how to be brave. When you need to. I'm still a coward a lot of the time. Gosh, it's getting a lot colder out here. The heater. Whew. I'm out in the garage and it's like 20 something degrees outside, so it's cold in here. I wish my cat cuddled because she could be if she was a lap cat right now. I feel like I'd have it made. But oh, yeah, I don't know what. I guess because in my I guess it is left-handed, huh? Where you guys are looking? No, I'm right-handed. It's just the camera. Although I have been practicing with my left hand. So let's change it up a bit. Um, hold on. Ow, ow. Jesus, where the hell did those come from? Might as well be like one of those collars that dogs put on with the little spikes on it. Holy moly. Okay, let's try this again. I've been practicing a lot. Ow! It really hurts my wrist to hold it like this, though. Ow! Ooh. Hold on, I can do it. Don't look at me. Okay, okay. It's okay. Let's give it a little clap. Everybody give him a little clap. He tried. He's tried. Yeah, he tried. Okay, go away. Go away now. Yeah, sorry, I've been practicing with him, but he's just still so uncomfortable. He's more treat motivated than anything. So, bust out some pink nail polish and he'll do anything you want. That's so stupid. I'm sorry you were here for that. Unless you liked it. In which case, hell yeah. Because I loved it. I lived it. I was here for that. I got to see it in person. Because I do have a feeling this video is going to be copy-stricken, written. Oh, there goes my stomach. It's running across the room. Catch it! Kill it! What would happen if you were, like, really so hungry that you, like, just cut out your stomach and ate it raw? Like, what would happen? Where would it go? Like, where would it go? I don't think physicists have ever thought about that. You gotta be careful eating your stomach raw, though, because, you know, you gotta wash your hands afterwards. I'm full of it. Okay, if that didn't get me copywritten, if this video is still up by the end of the day, I'm happy because then I can listen to more Mantooth when I'm drawing his commission, because that's really cool. So, but I'm gonna write him today and just ask him. Anyway, so I am gonna go now. But this is what I'm working on. Coffee. If anybody has coffee, drink it up. Oh, I'm sorry. Drink it down. Happy holidays. It's December 11th, 2043. So wonderful to be here. Wait, what? Something in... The producers are talking in my ear. What? Oh, that's right. This is Dimension 6 still. Right. Okay. 2024. Okay. Sorry, folks. I was ahead of myself again. And I thought we were in a different dimension. I thought we were in Dimension 3. So this is Dimension 6. So this is 2024, obviously. Everybody knows that. All right. Jumping in between her. You know, is it like learning a different language if you just talk with an accent? Like, okay, this is... Whoa, dude, this is from California. Hello, I'm from England. It's like, I know, like, I'm multilingual. That's two languages. Well, it's bi. I mean, but, you know, I'm bi too, I guess. But, okay, what's another one? Like, Scottish should be like, is what, you know, so that's 3. Oh, the fish. I can talk to fish too. Or 3. Go fish. I forget what that one's called. I don't listen to Shakespeare on tape. So, but I better start. Otherwise, how am I going to make any friends in this world? Or this dimension, even? Okay. Everybody have a lovely day. Kiss your pets. Love your friends. Hug your parents. If you don't have anybody to love yourself. And treat yourself nice. You deserve the world. You deserve some happiness. You deserve everything, you know. We're only here for a little bit. So don't let the bastards get you down, and especially the bastards in your own head. It's hard enough out there, you know. You gotta make peace with yourself. And then, slowly but surely, peace will find you. I hope so, anyways. I love you. Y'all take care now.